Well then, happy Homebrew Wednesday, brew tubers. Here we are again in the BrewShed. It's Wednesday early afternoon. Fortunately, I'm not feeling well. I had a bastard of a headache, which has meant that looking at a computer screen is the last thing I want to do. In fact, any sort of screen. I've just been sort of pottering around doing a few tasks in the shed. I've had the Pina Colada wheat beer to label. I've got a couple of bottles of my Saison to label as well, but I'll probably do that another day. Been adding a few more pump clips up. So yes, I've just been taking things easy on the paracetamol and other sorts of things. But yeah, so I've just been sort of having quite a day in. As I said, the wheat beer's labelled. I will do a review of that when I'm up to drinking again, perhaps this weekend. I want to do a side-by-side comparison between the kegged version and the bottled version. So I think that might be interesting. As I said, I'm not drinking at the moment. That's the last thing I want is a drink. Anyway, Facebook. One can't but help notice there has been a schism from the original BrewTube group to BrewTube version 2 or BrewTube official, whatever it's called now. Obviously there was disagreements between the site owner and the moderators, which is left to this breakaway group. See, the original BrewTube group is now led by different people, so hopefully that'll be more stable now. But that leaves me sort of in two groups at the same time, original BrewTube and new BrewTube, and I have no idea what I should do, whether I should just stay on one, which one do I choose, or stay on both. I think for now I'll probably just stay on both and see how things go. I think, I say, with the new moderators on the original BrewTube group, that probably won't have the same problems again. So hopefully that'll be place to be. I mean, it's still got 3,500 or 600 members, so that's by far the largest of the two groups. I mean, BrewTube 2 has got 600, 700 members I checked last, so that's growing, but it just seems a bit weird there's now two groups for the same thing, and yeah, I know obviously there were lots of disagreements, and I don't know. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. That was quite interesting, and it's a shame that all that sort of animosity got in the way of our passion for brewing and making good beer. Pulling the group down was also the wrong thing to do, in my opinion. Should have been left. With nearly 4,000 members, you don't just pull a group overnight like that. And fortunately, I was back on the next day, but it wasn't the right thing to do at all. Oh well, I mean, so two groups to enjoy. So also, as I said, we'll see what happens with that. But very interesting times in the older BrewTube world. Other than that, as I said, I'm gonna have a quiet day today, so no drinking. Going to get some malt now, pale malt, because I've run out, so I might get some of that ordered up. And I'm planning to do a brew this weekend. Not sure what exactly. It's down to 3 options. Either the honey porter from the Bible. This time last year, I was bottling the honey porter, a St. Peter's kit, 2-can kit. That turned out really nice. I added extra honey in that. But that was a really good beer, so I wouldn't mind trying to brew my own all-grain honey porter. Hence why I fancy doing the Bible recipe. Either that or a bitter. I was thinking more of the Ringwood 49. I think I've got the pump clip here for it. Wouldn't mind giving that one a go. As I said, I've got Ringwood ale yeast. That's my go-to yeast. So I've been brewing with that since April, I think, something ridiculous like that. Yeah, so I've been brewing with my Ringwood ale yeast, but I've never actually done a Ringwood beer with it yet. So it'd be nice to do perhaps that 49. It's a good pint. actually use the correct yeast for it. Or the other option was Worthington's White Shield. I had at St Albans Beer Festival White Shield from the Heritage Brew Company, which I think was basing the recipe on the Worthington's recipe, and I really enjoyed it. It had a very sort of blackcurranty, blackberry taste to it of some sort. I think it was nice. That's all I remember. I really liked it. So we might give that a go just to see how it turns out. So that might be this weekend. I'll do one of those three. Have a think. Bottled some bottled draft beer. That's a new one. But yes, my friend wanted me to brew Red Triangle, Bass Red Triangle. Had a recipe for that from the camera book. So I brewed that, only one hop addition, which was bittering hops of Challenger. No idea how it's going to turn out. We'll find out next week when it's bottle conditioned. If it's any good, then great. Obviously, my friend who brewed it with me, half the brew. So if it is rubbish, I've got rid of half of it already. If it's good, then bugger. I can always rebrew it. Yeah, so that's about it for now. I don't want to make this too long. So yeah, we'll see what happens with the Facebook group. We'll see what happens when I come to brewing at the weekend. And we'll see you all again soon. Au revoir for now.